I got a problem. I got a strange addiction. Somebody help me. I need an intervention. It ain't alcohol or weed. There's just one thing that I need. I got an addiction to fruit trees. Got an addiction to fruit trees. I take a persimmon to breathe. Hey, the next one I'm getting jujube. Got an addiction to fruit trees.
Peace, family. Just wanted to take a break today from some of the work that I'm doing. Today is Sunday. There's something I wanted to talk to you all about, show you all. Something that I had been working on and talk to you all about last fall. So let's just take a look at it real quick. All right, so this is a bucket, of course, with some holes drilled at the top. All right, the end. No, this is a bucket that I got from Walmart's bakery. And let's take a look inside. These are worm castings. These are worm castings that I harvested last fall, at the end of last fall. And I put them in this bucket to hold over winter. Now, what I did was I filled the bucket up probably to about right here with worm castings, and then the rest were just like leaves that I crushed up and put over top. Now I did that for a few reasons. One, I harvested out as many worms as I could, but when you harvest your worms, you have to understand that you're not gonna get all of them, first of all, and you're also gonna have a good number of eggs in the worm castings. So I knew that when the eggs hatched, because where I kept them, which was in my little shed there, where I'm having I have the other worm bins, two of my other worm bins. I had them in that shed, and I knew that the eggs would probably hatch, whenever it felt kind of warm. And when they did, I knew they were going to be hungry. So, I put some leaves there to, to feed them, so that when they did wake up, they'd have something to feed on, and they would continue producing worm castings. So it's worm castings, but it has leaves in there. It has little sticks and things like that, which is fine. That's fine. But if you look here, I don't know if y'all can see that, there's one of the little worms that woke up. There's one. There's quite a few in here. They're more towards the bottom. But yeah, so you can keep your worm castings, and it still feels and smells very rich. You can keep your worm castings over winter and then hold them until you get ready to use them. I would say, again, insulate them so that it holds moisture, because there's no holes at the bottom of this. There's holes at the top, but there's no holes at the bottom. And I did that purposely. But insulate them so that it holds some moisture. If you're not adding food in here, it's not going to get soppy. Even when I touch like the bottom of it, it's not like drenched. You can feel the moisture. And here's like a really good example of like the actual worm castings underneath like the leaves and things like that. So it's definitely possible to keep them and keep them fresh. Like I said, insulate them with something like leaves or shredded paper, some sort of carbon material, so that they'll have something to eat on. If the eggs hatch, they'll continue to produce. And it's just more worm castings. Now, some of these worms, especially when I get towards the bottom, I can pull out as many as possible. I can put them in some of my other worm bins and, just start the process over again. I have 3 other worm bins that I have to harvest castings out of, but this is a decent amount of castings to use for this season. So just wanted to show you that real quick. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If y'all have any questions or comments, just let me know. All right, peace, family.